From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down, Steelers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and less than a yard.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. There'll be a pickup of just 2. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it.
The quarterback on the scramble. Dorian O'Daniel on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Steelers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ball carrier.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Steelers nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Chris Jones on the
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. Ebron caught left side. Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steeler first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 35.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball kick.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
It's sad they pay me.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the end. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. 20! And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A very long attempt.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Steelers.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And a Steeler first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice one.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
And it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete to James.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go again.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did, so you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
15-yard line.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's the option.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
McFarland running out of the gun.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in the game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
The ball carried by
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter. You're going. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he knocks it through. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
36.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. He was 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
2-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
4 down. Check 42, man. That's good.
And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Today's final score, Chiefs 38.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Kansas City, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for Pittsburgh, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.